Hello everybody, welcome back to part 2 of the Japan vlog series. It is day 4 here in Japan and today we'll be visiting the Kamikchi Highlands. And in order to get there, we had to take a bus up. Kamikochi is a remote mountainous highland valley in the Nagano prefecture. And it is special because it has been preserved in its natural state within the Chubu-Sangaku National Park. Located just a few hundred meters away from the bus terminal is the Kappa Bridge. This would be an amazing photo spot because on a clear day, you will get to enjoy breathtaking views of the Hotaka mountain range and Mount Yake, which are unfortunately covered by the clouds right now. And flowing through the center of the national park is the Azusa River. Just look at how pristine and clear the water is. Because we were hungry, we had lunch before we began our exploration of the national park. I don't recall where we were walking towards or what our end goal was for this exploration, but we kept walking. We eventually arrived at the Tashio Pond and wetlands, which took us approximately 30 minutes to arrive at after having done some retrospective research. After the wetlands, we had walked for another 30 minutes before finally arriving at the Taisho Pond, which is apparently the place to visit when visiting this national park. All in all, a very healing experience. If you enjoy taking slow walks in nature, this is the place for you. We had our dinner at a random shopping center en route to our Airbnb, and it was one of the most meh dishes of the entire trip. And here's our fourth accommodation of the road trip. This Airbnb was really big as well, and here is the room where the boys slept in. This room had 4 mattresses, which we would later lay out to sleep on. And here's the dining table where we had a scrumptious breakfast made by Faith one of the mornings. And down this way is the toilet where we took our showers. And here is the toilet where you do your business. And this is the room where the girls slept in, very much a bunk bed style. There's a bed on the first level, one on the second, and another on the third. Here's the second level. And here's the third. What a hassle it is to get in and out of bed. Also, this is the only place where we stayed for more than one night, and by that I mean just 2 nights. The next day we woke up bright and early to visit the Tateyama Kurobe Alpine route. This route has a few access points, and here is where we entered from, Okizawa Station. This Alpine route is only open from April to November and is inaccessible during winter. It is famous for the varying vistas during the different seasons of the year. We had gotten ourselves a round-trip ticket from Okizawa to Murodo, and how it works is that you would start here, take the respective transport systems, and end up here. And because we had a round-trip ticket, we made our way back to Okizawa station when we were done. And the first stop on this route is the Kurobe Dam. Wow. And here's a miniature replica of where the dam sits in the landscape. Right now, we are crossing the dam in order to take the cable car to Kurobe Daira. Unfortunately, because it was a fairly cloudy morning, we had to make do with the shrouded view of the Tateyama mountain ranges. And this is the Kurobe cable car. And here's us at Kurobe Daira before we took the ropeway. And at this point, I just remember all of us being so intrigued at how there is still so much snow even though it's already May. I guess it just didn't occur to us that we were already at a fairly high altitude. And this is the tunnel trolley bus that took us from Daikanbo to Murodo. Nice. Murodo is the highest you can get on this Alpine route, and it is also here that you get to visit the famous snow wall.
Swing! Look at her.
Coming from a country that sees summer all year round, you can clearly see how excited we were getting at the sight of snow. Or at least I was really excited.
It's over. You have declared war.
The snowfall began to get stronger as we were making our way out towards the snow wall, and perhaps because the weather wasn't super cold, it began to seem and feel a little like rain, which caused our clothes and our hair to become damp. For the next minute, join me in indulging our adolescent fun as we froze our fingers in an attempt to dig and collect snow just so that we could toss snowballs at each other. And when we were done, it was back the exact same way we came. The skies had cleared up a little, and so here's another view of the Kurobe Dam. For dinner, we had Hama Sushi, which was amazing because not only was the food good, it was affordable. Most sushi items were only 100 yen, which is approximately 1 Singapore dollar. And with that, day 4 and 5 in Japan comes to an end.
Again.